fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. 22 middle. Hey, what's
Looking to throw to get started, it's Rattler. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard. They'll run with the rookies out of Florida. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Escaping the danger. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger.
Go. Set. Delta to Hunt. 59. He's checking. Hey, Ram. Hey, 59. Why did it Hunt?
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
Go. 5-9. Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting. But it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6.
Baylor tight. Let's go. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. And the Chargers have the first down.
Set. Crowd right. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. know, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Ready.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his first touchdown this year. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it.
Darius Davis returns. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Lion. Hey, Ray. Let's go. 21. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
At the 42-yard line.
Set.
He'll get this out wide. Down the sideline. And he will score. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, L.A. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Rattler. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. A play fake. Now, Rattler. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make the play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. Flush to his right. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He'll go right and find his running back, and a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. 5-9. Homie trips right. Let's go. 21.
To throw is Herbert. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards for the catch.
That's his 3rd catch of his first half, and good enough for a first down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 1st and 10.
Set.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. That's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
To throw, it's Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This will be a Saints 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Saints.
Here's Rattler.
First down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Go. Hey, go lion. Go. Home trips right.
On 1st down, Herbert. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Herbert now on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
12. Lion.
Herbert to the air again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Here's a 2nd and 6.
59.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
We'll go orange. Set. 380. Ready.
Herbert to the air again. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown Chargers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. This one on target to Olave. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Davis now to return it.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Devon Gottschalk there on the tackle. It is second and 6.
Baylor tight. Black 12. What is it?
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, so it'll be no catch and second down.
Built us up. Baylor Tiger. Baylor. Hey, Ray. 5'9".
Throwing now is Herbert. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Vlad McConkey, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Looking middle of the field. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now Rattler going to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Shaheed with the catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They're able to get the third down conversion.
And when you find yourself playing from behind at this stage of the game, Mike, I think this is 4 down territory if he doesn't pick that up. So they won't have to worry about it in this case, but expect the rest of this game, they've got to continue to be aggressive.
Rattler going to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at at the very least, was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns. A lot of people would say it's a little too early in the game for this, Mike, but you find yourself trailing in the third quarter. Maybe you can catch the kick return unit a little off guard, and that's exactly what they do. Give a little jolt to this offense as they take the field.
Here we go.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Ready?
A play fake. And they'll throw with Rattler. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Black dot. Green dot. Red, yellow, ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler to the outside. Complete to Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Set, ready, hut.
Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Yellow, 43. 6, mega. Ready, go.
They'll indeed go. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
And he'll take this one in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, LA. That is second touchdown tonight. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 35, Saints 13. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Blaster, 6. Set.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On third down, it's Rattler. That's deep for Olave. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. A pickup of 44 yards.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Chargers are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. On the ground, Hampton will start the fourth. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go again with Hampton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Hampton going to get it on the zone read. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Another run here with Hampton. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Saints 32-yard line.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hampton. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19-yard line.
Delta, hut.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They finish off the first month of the season perfect.